Welcome to the Addison Gallery of American Art video podcast. Today's episode features Models as Muse, exploring how the Addison Gallery's famed model ship collection inspired the creation of 4 unique installations. Roderick Buchanan, Christine Hiebert, Jennifer and Kevin McCoy, and David Opdyke are the contemporary artists who are featured in this innovative exhibition, which runs from January 27 through March 18, 2007. Allison Kemmerer, curator of photography and of art after 1950, shares her vision for creating the exhibition, and Christine Hiebert, one of the featured artists, describes creating her installation. Allison Kemmerer starts our program with an overview of the creation of the Addison Gallery's unique model ship collection.
The idea was to select a number of ships that would give visitors the history of 4 centuries of American maritime. So the specialness of the collection is that they were formed in this short period of time. There are no plans to ever add any more ships to the collection. That by the end of the 1930s, the collection was complete. And because of that, it reflects a specific time in ship model history, the making of ship models and the research and facts that were available about maritime history then. The other really special thing is they are all built to the same scale, 1/4 inch to a foot. So at a glance, you can see the evolution of ship design as well. And it's just amazing, for example, to see the Corsair, which was J.P. Morgan's luxury yacht, is the same length, if not more, than the Mayflower, the Santa Maria, and the Half Moon put together.
Allison goes on to describe the concept behind the Models as Muse exhibition.
So for years, we've been percolating this idea of inviting contemporary artists to come create new work in response to the ship model collection. And we were just waiting for the right time, the perfect storm, and it came to be that our 75th anniversary would be the best time. The show would celebrate this portion of our collection, which we highly value, and also celebrate our Artist in Residency program, which is a very important part of our whole mission. So we thought about artists who might respond, because it is a funny invitation. Hi, you might not know us. We have this ship model collection, and would you be interested in making art in response to it?
Allison introduces the artists who contributed to the project.
Roderick Buchanan, who is from Glasgow, so a Scottish artist, decided he had heard so much about our ship model collection and American maritime history, and his competitive edge came out, and he thought he should remind us of Scotland's maritime prowess. So he created a video piece called Shrinking the Clyde, which is a portrait of the River Clyde, which runs through Glasgow and was the center of very strong shipbuilding industry at one point. The title of the piece is called Shrinking the Clyde, to refer to the shrunken shipbuilding industry and also play off the idea of model ships and the miniaturization. Jennifer and Kevin McCoy chose an actual ship from the collection, the Dreadnought, which ended up being shipwrecked at the end of its illustrious career. So they created this sculptural base in which the Dreadnought went, and a video camera and light travel around the base, which has a track. And although the Dreadnought is still, the video, which is then projected on the wall, makes it seem as if the Dreadnought is in the middle of a tumultuous storm and sort of brings back the last moments of what the ship's life might have been. David Opdyke created 2 towering cases that echo the design of our ship model cases, and filled it with his own sort of seascape using contemporary models that he put together and then broke up into bits and pieces. And the result is this littered heap of crashed and decaying ships, shipping containers, anchors, missiles, that just sort of are being swept up into this rocky landscape. It's titled Dredge, and he was thinking a lot about aquariums and the artificial sort of environments we make Christine Hiebert did a wall drawing which plays off on the idea of the ship rigging and the idea of line being slack and taut. And the motion of the ship through water, you can see as the line shifts and moves you through the space she worked in. It's as if you are moving through a particular environment.
I asked Christine Hiebert to tell us how it was that she started to incorporate blue tape in her wall drawings.
In thinking about space in the drawings, I had always thought about how I lived in the space. I actually called my drawings my houses, even though they were quite abstract and quite loose and kind of organic looking. But this idea of living in your drawing was really important to me. Since I had been thinking so much about this dwelling space in houses, I decided I would just stop drawing for a little bit. I would just think about actually building a house. And I thought I would just spend some time making floor plans of a practical house that I could build for myself and live in. And so I was in a studio that was about the size of the largest house I could afford to build, say 500 square feet. And I thought, oh, maybe I'll just draw the floor plan actually on the wall. So I got some blue tape from the hardware store and I started to mark out a line here for the window, here for the loft, and very quickly it evolved into something that was not practical at all, but was a life-size drawing. So then I realized I could still live in my drawings and my need to build something practical was answered for the time being.
Christine then shared her experience creating her wall drawing.
And so when I came here, I spent some time looking at the model boat collection, which I found fascinating, and staring for a long time at just how intricately everything is constructed, and it's so beautiful. But at some point it kind of made me a little crazy, and that miniaturization, and I just wanted to explode the space back out to a little bit of the real feeling it might be to actually be at sea. So the drawing upstairs tries to evoke some of that openness and some of that instability, and it also responds to some other elements of ship rigging and sailing. Particularly some of the structure of rigging is sort of loosely alluded to, and also the forces of tension and slack. And I believe we've decided to title the work Slacking Away. And slacking away is a nautical term that means letting out a line. That would be a line of rope. But it's a beautiful allusion to Kandinsky's phrase, taking a line for a walk, which is a method of drawing in which you follow the line that you make. And the line leads you along, and that's something that I've taken to heart for a long time, and so that had a special resonance for me.
Thank you for watching today's program. The Addison Gallery of American Art, located on the Phillips Academy campus in Andover, Massachusetts, is an academic museum dedicated to collecting American art. Thomas Cochrane created the Addison Gallery in 1931 as the most extraordinary of his many gifts to the school. Guided by Cochrane's goal to enrich permanently the lives of the students, the Addison's programs demonstrate a central concern for education. The museum is a teaching resource for Phillips Academy students and faculty, as well as an art center for the greater Boston area and the nation at large. The Addison Gallery is open to the public free of charge Tuesday through Saturday from 10 to 5 and Sundays from 1 to 5. It is closed Mondays and national holidays, December 24th, and during the month of August. For more information, visit us at www.addisongallery.org or call us at 978-749-4015. This podcast is a Tenor Technologies production.